Peace on earth, goodwill to men is such a beautiful thought. It has played on the heartstrings of musicians through the ages. It has consumed the spirits of philosophers and theologians alike, since Aristotle and Thomas Aquinas. It has drenched the parchment of poets as soothing verse, even when prospects for peace have been eclipsed by the savagery of war. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Despite the emotional drag of war and its horrible afflictions, this noble sentiment has been captured by some of America's finest carols, and especially in It Came Upon the Midnight Clear, as it is heard in Ron Clancy's American Christmas Classics. A poem of peace, It Came Upon the Midnight Clear, was written on a cold December 25th in 1849 by Edmund Hamilton Sears, a retiring clergyman. Scarred by the issue of slavery and with the drumbeat of revolution in Europe and the Mexican War still fresh in his mind, the Reverend Sears composed his poem while serving as a minister for this Unitarian church in Wayland, Massachusetts. A year later, he asked his good friend Richard Storrs Willis, a distinguished editor and music critic for the New York Tribune, to write a flowing melody for his poem. What resulted was that glorious song of old, Peace on earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all-gracious King. The first significant American carol with the social message of peace on earth, goodwill to men, It Came Upon the Midnight Clear, was quite unusual for its day because most carols stressed the nativity of Jesus Christ. But it was in keeping with the Reverend Sears' Unitarian faith and its allowance for anti-war sentiments. The Reverend Sears, a farmer's son and direct descendant of one of the original Pilgrim Fathers, later served here, at the First Parish Church in Weston, Massachusetts. His original manuscript of It Came Upon the Midnight Clear is preserved inside its Sears Memorial Chapel.
Hi, I'm the Reverend Tom Wintle. I'm the senior minister of the First Parish Church in Weston, Massachusetts. We are here in the Children's Chapel of First Parish. This is called the Edmund Hamilton Sears Chapel. It was built during the Great Depression, but in memory of Edmund Hamilton Sears, who was pastor here around the time of the Civil War. The road that came upon the midnight clear, either in Wayland, Massachusetts, or in Lancaster, Massachusetts. We're still not sure exactly when he wrote it. But the carol is about peace on earth. At the back of the Sears Chapel, there's this remarkably lovely organ case, and in the front of the organ case, there's something that looks very much like an ancient medieval reliquary, where in English churches and cathedrals you might see bones of St. Thomas of Becket. Well, in our reliquary, we have books by Reverend Edmund Hamilton Sears. He wrote a number of books and edited monthly religious magazines, so we have several of those through the 1870s. And there's also two illustrated manuscripts of two of his carols. One is Calm on the Listening Ear of Night, but the more famous one, of course, is the Christmas carol, It Came Upon the Midnight Clear.